Juan Soto's been playing exceptionally well. The reports about him winding up with the Mets have resurfaced for some reason. Not sure why. But shocker, the experts have him pegged with a big market team.
That's crazy. Wouldn't have guessed.
A select few big market teams. One of which, I would say the most popular sans Yankees would be the Mets.
Yeah.
The Dodgers, you're not really going to throw them into the mix.
I don't think so.
The Cubs maybe could afford to. The Dodgers could, or the Angels, I think, could afford to. But
Giants. Some people are saying Jays.
Stop.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
I don't see my man going north of the border. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the friends of the Great White North. But
you've slandered them on more than one occasion. So
yeah, Canadians suck.
Let's not act all kind.
Canadians, you're fake.
You're not going to take a guy from the DR and plug him in up there where you got nothing but Tim Hortons.
What are taxes like up there too? You know,
couldn't tell you. They probably don't have taxes. Do they have taxes in Canada? I don't know how these things work.
I think they have a lot of taxes.
Do they actually?
Yeah.
Quick Google search.
They don't pay for education. And
Canadians
they don't pay for health
have taxes. Yep, they sure do.
A lot of it.
Canadians pay more taxes compared to those in the United States.
There you go.
Oh, interesting. So they got quote unquote free everything, but
right,
got to pay more taxes. That's kind of how that tends to work. But anyway, we're not getting into economics or civics or whatever. Anywho's, where do you think he winds up? I mean, I know it's early. We still got things that have to pan out, such as the way the Yankees postseason should, assuming they make it in. I don't know. You're a little on the fence. Should they make it in? How that pans out? How that affects his perception of the? I don't know. Do you think he's accumulated enough experience this year to know what he would be getting into long term if he signed with the Yankees, or do you think he needs to see something pan out in the postseason, given their history dating back to 2009? And it's not a jab. It's a serious question.
I think he's seen what he needs to see. I think,
and the reason I ask is because if he sees the Yankees get bounced in the ALDS yet again to re-reference the history going back to their last World Series 2009, if he's just like, if this is all it ever is here, and he is after more rings, which at this point maybe he is, maybe he isn't. He's got the ring already. Maybe he's just after the contract. But let's just say hypothetically he is after the rings. Do you think he's going to look at the Yankees and go, I don't know if this is my best place to do that?
I think that's exactly the way he's looking at it. When you talk about the other teams, Cubs, Angels, Giants, Mets, yeah, the Yankees probably give him the best shot out of those teams. But we were talking about this a little bit in the group chat with the fantasy league. Couple things to mention here is that, like, there's a Judge shadow, and that's a big shadow.
Sure.
And I like Soto a lot. But to sit here and say there's no ego involved in this mix would be silly. That's a part of the equation. And I'm sure there's a level of him that's like, I want to be the guy, not the other guy. Right? And then that's where, like, priorities are going to be shown. If you go to Queens, that tells me all I need to know about you, you know? Because the Mets are the Mets. And we can't sit here and say that they're going to be in a better position than the Yankees. And then on the other hand, you're like, he's having one of his best offensive years of his career with Judge behind him. Is there a correlation there? Probably. So it's like, do you want to continue to have years like this with a guy like that behind you? Understanding that there is a team that's at least going to, whether they're delusional or not, go after, a championship every year. They do give themselves a shot, whether it's the best shot. One could sit here and argue that.
Sure.
But they do give themselves a shot every year.